What's up, kings and queens? This is your boy SK, and I am back for another video. It's been a minute, actually. I am back and I am here to actually do something great, something amazing, I believe. I am here to, talk about what we always shy away from talking about, a lot of the things that we always shy away from talking about. And this part of my life, or this chapter of my life, is actually also about growing me as a person, as an individual. And I'm actually very excited to be on this journey and just to capture it and take you guys with me as I am don't load shedding, please, guys, please. So today's video is about the time I actually came out to my family. And I think this is actually the most important thing to start with, as I am, sharing my journey with you guys. So I think it is important that I share with you my own experience of coming out, so to say. Let's get into it. So growing up, I am fourth of 6 children at home, and 3 guys, 3 girls. I'm the last guy, and so it was always just a mixture of girls and guys. So please, no, I did not grow up in a household of only females where females rubbed off the femininity in me and then I became gay. No, for as long as I can remember, hey, kudala ndamthanda umfana. Uyayazi bana, if I'm thinking about it, actually, I remember I think I was doing grade 5. What age is grade 5? Was I 10 or something like that? Yeah, I was 10 years old when I nearly I was 10 years old when I nearly had my first sex experience, actually, and it was with a guy. So I've always been the feminine boy, wearing skirts, playing with the girls and stuff like that. Yes, there were so many moments where I would play with my brother and his friends, playing the Pokemons. What are those things? I just don't know if there's another name for it. That thing, man, that you used to take, and then you would take the thing and then you'd play like that. Yeah, those things, So generally, I was never someone who played with dolls or wore pink. As I was growing up, I've just been like this. I've just always been like this. Someone who was always reserved and stuff, and always connected with their feminine side more than the masculine side. And I've never seen anything wrong with that, honestly. Growing up, I've never seen anything wrong with it, and I have never been at a point in my life where I questioned my sexuality of, do I like girls or do I like guys and things like that. No, I've just always known that I like guys. I've just always known that I was attracted to indoor, to the same sex, right? And I think when I was doing grade 11, right? When I was doing grade 11, I remember there was a point where I was doing grade 12. I was doing grade 12. I was seeing, or I was chatting with what I would recognize as my first boyfriend. I think because he is the first person that I actually felt like, oh, I'm actually very attracted to this person and I want to do something with this guy, and stuff. Well, not that anything happened. We never really ended up having sex or anything like that. But yeah, there's a very old video here on my channel, actually, about a guy who dumped me or his girlfriend, only for me to become friends with the girlfriend later. Yeah, it's somewhere here way too. But yeah, that guy, I was very, very attracted to him at the time, you know. And it was, I think, the one of the most amazing feelings I've ever felt in my life. you know it was that time, and I remember being with my older sister, and I was on a call with him, right? And my sister, so the phone rings and I go outside to answer the call, right? And so now we're chatting. Oh, okay, babe, what are you doing? Da, 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 da. Those cute, stupid things. And then my sister comes out to hear who or what am I saying, who am I speaking with, kind of thing, right? Bayazithanda indaba. Siblings ziyathanda indaba, guys. Huh? Then after the call, so now I'm turning back, and then haibo. And then what are you doing here? And then she's like, who is that? I'm like, who is who? Who is who? And then she's like, no, who is that? Who was on the call? Who were you talking to? I'm like, no, I was talking to someone. Oh, is it your boyfriend? And I was like, yeah, it's my boyfriend. And that was it. That was the first time I had a chat with my sister. And I was like, yeah, it's my boyfriend. And literally no conversation, like on, probing, oh, are you gay and things like that. No, it was just that. And then with my younger siblings, I don't know how they actually knew. Maybe they've always known, but I don't know if I told them or I didn't tell them, or I don't think I told them. Well, I think it was just a matter, oh, okay, our brother is gay, that's it. Or maybe they assumed. Or maybe they were like, okay, brother is seeing other guys. I don't know. I honestly don't know how they found out or whatever. I actually should ask them, but how did you know that I was gay? Fine, ke sana ingabi namsebenzi khange ifake seva iqashwanga. Now I get to varsity, right? And in varsity, oh my darling, it's a different ball game, right? And I think in varsity, it's actually where a lot of people who are attracted to the same sex actually discover that about themselves. Most people, not everyone, but most people. Lucky for me, my boyfriend doesn't have a girlfriend. Lucky for me, well, I went to varsity already knowing that I'm attracted to guys and things like that, right? So I already knew who I was, where I stand, and because I grew up in such an environment that was very, very what? Like, there were other gays in my community, man. Like, there still are. And at the time, they were not my friends, but they were around. So I did have people that I could look up to or saw that were like me. So, like people I could identify with. Yes, that's the right one. So I already had people I could identify with, and just that I wasn't very close to them. But yeah, it wasn't a shocker that, oh my God, there are so many gays. Da, 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 da. No, with everyone who knows that I'm gay and things like that, at home, in the community and stuff like that. This is a conversation I've actually never had with my mother, right? And now I met up with my besties. So I became friends with two beautiful ladies in my first year during our orientation, and we're actually still friends today, which is amazing how, we are able to keep friendships and friends become family like that. One day I'm having a chat with one of them, and she actually asks me, have you had a conversation with your mother about this? Because I remember, this stemmed from, so at the time my mom used to make very uncomfortable comments regarding people in the gay community. I remember there was a friend that I had as well, and she used to make very nasty comments. And now, guys, I've always been that child to call you out. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what relationship we have. So I used to call her out on that. I'm like, no, mama, what are you saying? That is inappropriate. That is wrong. Why would you say that about someone else? What if somebody would say something about you and something that is uncomfortable and inappropriate? How would you take it if you were to hear that? No, so do not say what you would not want to hear. You get me. You get me. You get the gist. So I would call my mom out now. You are not going to say something inappropriate about my friends. You know, the same way that I would defend you, that I would not allow or sit and watch anyone talking inappropriately about you as my mother, as my sibling, or whoever. Like, guys, I'm very protective about the people that I love, you know. So I used to share these things with my friend, and then she asked me, have you had this conversation with your mom about this and stuff like that? So I was like, not really. I actually haven't had a chat about, you know, about me being gay and stuff like that, and actually talk about how she really feels. So yeah, and then she, like, this was before June, before I went home for the June holidays. And then she pushes me to be like, no, friend, when you go home, just try and have this conversation. I'm like, okay, friend, I will. I go home, I don't do nothing, because I'm like, why should I be the one having a conversation? Why in this African did mama I'm gay? Has anyone came to her of the other children to be like, oh, by the way, mama, I'm straight. I like the opposite sex. So nah, why should I be like, oh, hi, mama, I like the same sex? No. I was like, that is stupid to me. I'm not gonna do that. But around September, you know, oh yeah, let me actually close this window. So around September, I decide to be like, you know what, right? Let me just drop this girly an SMS. Oh, go on. I'm like, hi, mom. I hope you're right. What are my words actually? I was like, well, I don't see the need for me to say this, but gay, just in case you don't know, I am gay, and I've always been gay. I've always been attracted to the same sex, and I don't know if you've seen or not, but okay, it is what it is. So if you accept me as I am, I'd appreciate that. I will appreciate that. But if you don't accept me for who I am, that's still fine. Ndizohlala apha eKapa and see what I do with my life. Literally, I said that. You see that part? That if you don't accept me, ndizohlala apha eKapa and see what I do with my life. I definitely say, mina ngangacingi nix, guys. Mana ngizobona phambili. So I sent a message. Okay, Elsana did not even respond in the SMS. She decided to my phone. So when she called, she was like, hi, ndibona i-message yakho. Uthini? Oh. Ndithi awuyifundanga kanti i-message bayithini? Hayi, ndiyifundile i-message. Okay, kaloku xa uyifundile i-message. Hayi baba. Mna ndifuna uyazi into yobana ungumntanam. I love you so much. You know? I've always seen, I've always known, even nabantu ekuhlaleni oko babendibuza usemncinci usakhula, you know, so this is nothing shocking to me. Ndiyathanda kumntanam. I just want you to be you, ukubona. And the only thing that I pray for is that you continue being the person that you are, you know. So it was a cute response, and I really appreciate that. And you know, since then, I think since sending that message, even how she talks about other people, she is very mindful, because we are using ngizomcall out. And one thing about me right now, ngimxelele nambana ndi within ngesana, ndi there. That's how I would say I came out to my mom. And after that, I honestly never felt a need to explain myself to anyone else. Really. Not that I felt a need to explain myself to her, but after having that conversation over the phone, it validated my existence in a way. It made me feel worthy of being alive, of being on this world, and having a purpose. And I think after that, that's why I've just always pushed myself, to be the best that I can be, because I know that I've got a full support from my mom, from my siblings, and from my friends, from my family, extendedly. I'm actually very grateful for the support that I've gotten from my family, to just continue being me, because it's so easy there's so many people who are even struggling today, and there's so many people who are confused and things like that. So yeah, this is the start of a new series, a new chapter, and a new volume. So please guys, watch out for more videos that are coming. I am going to be very consistent, Kesana. So please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment what would you like to hear and things like that. I am creating a series of episodes to talk about certain things. I will share as soon as I have finalized the details. But in the meantime, please, Jay, like, comment, subscribe, share the word. Bakalile napai next door, Dobana. Mabaza app, because we are going to be talking about uncomfortable topics that we need to hear. We need to hear, and it's things that are happening in our lives. It's so it just doesn't make sense for us to shy away from talking about such things when these things are happening to us, for us. So yeah, until next time, stay soft.